Hey guys, I'm Mr. Graham 2. Good morning to you guys, everybody. I'm Mr. And welcome to another episode of Bring Out Your Dad. I'm gonna do this alone, since I don't have nobody here to talk to. But before I start, I want you guys look up here. This is where you can follow me at. Follow me on social media, Google Plus. I'm at Google Plus. I'm at YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and all that stuff. And subscribe to my channel here. But before I get into it, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something. About a few days ago, I did a reaction to to Daredevil Season 2, the official trailer Part 2. And I got a dislike on it. Now, I'm not getting mad. I'm not going to get mad or get angry or whatever. That's your decision. If you want to dislike my videos, that's fine. It does not matter to me. I was not feeling it. The problem was I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't. I like Daredevil. I do. I really like that show. But there's so much problems with that show. There's problems that need to be addressed with that show. And, you know, I felt that the trailer was lacking. That's what was going on. Why I didn't say nothing. Why I didn't, you know, I felt that the trailer was lacking. That's what I felt. If you guys disagree, that's fine. If you don't disagree, that's also fine too. But I just felt that it lacked. But I'm hoping that I don't know if it's this week or next week that it's coming out. I'm hoping that Netflix does what they gotta do. I'm hoping that this season will be good. I loved the last year's season. I love last season, of the first season of Daredevil. I thought it was pretty badass. And I'm hoping that something else happens. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that some things will go on during this trailer. So that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't want people getting mad at me anymore. I don't want people coming on my channel and getting mad and getting pissed off for some stupid reason. But anyway, let's get into today's top stories. No Deadpool X-Men crossover. According to IGN, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, the screenwriters and executive producers of the blockbuster Deadpool, have tempered fans' expectations for a full-on crossover between the Merc with a Mouth and the related X-Men movies. Okay. The duo informed the playlist that while Deadpool may see some X-Men pop up in small roles, as Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead did in the first film, there are no immediate plans for an X-Men Deadpool franchise crossover film. Okay, and I'm going to give you a reason why there should be. I loved Deadpool. I thought that whole freaking thing, that whole movie was a good movie. It was awesome. I love that movie. But I would love to see how Deadpool would react to not just Colossus and but, you know, to people like, you know, Rogue and like Wolverine and, you know, Storm and, you know, the X-Men and stuff like that. I would love to see a crossover film. I would love to see a crossover film with the X-Men, with Deadpool and all that. And I believe that it would be really, really badass that they could do that. That they could do something like that. Yeah, let me finish reading this. Okay, using the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a model, Reese explained that it took 2 Iron Man films to set up the Avengers and called that a very prudent path for them to follow as well. Reese also cited the X-Men movies' current timeline as an issue. X-Men Apocalypse is set in the 1980s, while Deadpool takes place in the present day. It's a timeline that will eventually catch up, I would imagine. That maybe we'll see more X-Men playing in Deadpool sandbox, and probably Deadpool playing in their sandbox at some point. Okay, so I think, yeah, I get what they're talking about. I get what they're saying. That the Deadpool timeline and the X-Men timeline, they're a little different. It's a little difficult. It's a little different. But I still believe, though, that there should be one. That there should be a Deadpool X, in the near future. But according to them, it's gonna take a while. So, will we get one? Will we ever see one? Hopefully in the near future, but I have no idea if there will be one or not. But moving on from that to The Walking Dead. Okay, you guys, I'm going to talk to you about this. Tonight is the next episode of The Walking Dead. People are still talking about what happened last Sunday on The Walking Dead, when Michonne and Rick were together. We saw them kiss. We saw them go at it with each other, and blah, 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 and all that stuff. But what I'd like to know is how this relationship between Michonne and Rick will take place. What will happen? And also the shit with Jesus. The shit with him. Where does that take place? And is he working with Negan? Is this guy working with Negan? How can we trust this motherfucker? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't get. What's gonna happen tonight as far as everything else goes? I'd have to, and I am gonna be watching it tonight, so don't worry about that. And I'm probably gonna give y'all guys my review on it. But you know what? I don't know. I'm kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of scared about what happened last week, last Sunday. As far as everything else is concerned, what is going to happen next week? What is going to be going on next week? And stuff like that. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered about all that, especially after what went down between Rick and Michonne last Sunday. And hopefully tonight questions will be answered with Michonne and Rick and all the stuff that happened between them. Hopefully. If not tonight, maybe next Sunday. I'm not sure. But hopefully we'll find out more on this. But what do you guys think in the comment section? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. But right now, moving on to something different, and I'm going to talk to you guys about this as well. Warner Brothers worried about fans' reaction to Batman vs Superman. Cosmic book news. Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers recently released the final Batman vs Superman, which was better received than the last. Now it's being said that Warner Brothers is worried. The info comes from HitFlix's Drew McWeeny, who talks about the latest Batman vs Superman trailer and the Justice League universe. Quote, "I do think this is a moment for Warner to make the case," McWeeny said. McWeeny offered, sort of pulling the curtain back. Sort of pulling the curtain back a little bit. Warner Brothers, this movie is starting to scare them, and it's scaring them because they are starting to show it to people now. People are starting to lay eyes on the film, and the response has not been exactly what I think they wanted. McWeeny goes on to speculate that he thinks Suicide Squad will be a hit, that Wonder Woman will be finished the way they are planning, but McWeeny goes on to say he will be surprised if Justice League starts filming when it's supposed to, and also that he will be surprised if Zack Snyder directs it. Okay, so I don't know if they're worried about fans' reaction. They're worried about what fans are going to think of when this movie comes out. And mind you, this movie has not even come out yet. So they should not have anything to worry about until the movie comes out, right? I don't know. But there's questions. Will Batman v Superman suck? There's a lot of questions on that. And that's really one of my movies. One of the many movies of this year that I'm looking forward to. I saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens last year. I went to go see Deadpool a while ago, with a friend of mine. And then you got this movie coming out, I think next month. And then you have Captain America Civil War coming out too as well. I think May or so. But yeah, I'd like to know what is gonna happen. What the fuck is gonna happen with that? How far is all that shit gonna go? I want to know Superman. Do they gotta worry that much about what the fans are gonna think? Only time will tell. Only time will tell when the movie comes out. What people are gonna think about Batman v Superman. See, what my gripe about Batman v Superman is that they're adding Justice League members into the movie. When, and also, not only that too, they talked about the Justice League movie, and that's another gripe I have. I'm thinking you should make me and my nephew, I made a video about this a while back. Me and my nephew, Johnny, if you guys remember him, we talked about this, and in that conversation, he said, and I agreed with him 100%, that instead of putting all characters in one movie, now you need to tell their origin stories first, right? You need to tell Batman's origin story. You gotta know what's going on with all that, and then not only that, you gotta tell the story about Cyborg. You gotta tell the story about the Flash and all that. You know what I mean? And I heard so much shit about, that they're gonna do this early. I I don't know. I really, really, really don't believe that they should. They're kind of grinding the cuff a little bit. If you guys know what I mean. But hopefully, time will tell. Hopefully, time will fucking tell of what happens with this movie. What happens with what happens with Justice League? What happens with Batman v Superman? You know, fans' reactions. What you see is what you get. Fans' reactions is gonna be, you know, seeing what happens with this. So yeah. Okay. So going back to the original thought, moving on from Batman v Superman to something I like to talk about too as well. And that is Supernatural. Now, of course, you guys know that I'm a very, very big fan of Supernatural. I love Supernatural, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys do too. But I want to talk about what's been happening in season 11. This is a full-on review for season 11 of Supernatural. Now, a lot has gone on, but I want to talk about one particular thing: Amara. As many of you guys know, season 10, towards the end of season 10, you know, Dean, Sam was trying to save Dean. You know, after Dean was after Crowley turned Dean into a demon, Sam was trying to figure out a way to save Dean. You know, because he had the mark of Cain and stuff like that. But what happened is that Sam and Dean, they got into a shit storm. They put themselves into a fucking shit storm last season when they killed Death. They opened the door for the darkness to come out, for Amara to come out. And, you know, and they're trying to, and you know, all the stuff with Rowena, all the stuff with Crowley, you know, all that shit. And then, out of nowhere, we see Lucifer. We see Lucifer come back again. We see Lucifer in the fucking box where he has been since season 6, season 9. Season 7, I think. Season 6. I'm not sure. But, you know, they're trying to figure out how to defeat the darkness. I could not believe what Cass did, and mind you, spoilers for this. For some of you guys who did watch it, Cass decided to have Lucifer become his vessel. I don't know why he did it. I get that he's trying to help, that the only way to defeat the darkness, the only person besides God that can defeat the darkness is Lucifer, the devil. But I don't know. But what gets me mad, is this. Is that, how the fuck? How in the fuck? Amara. I'm losing my head right now, man. I'm losing my mind right now because I'm still trying to copulate to cope with all the shit that happened this season. All the stuff that's happened from the first, from the first episode of this season to the recent episode that happened last week. And it's really hard to cope with. The season's not over yet, but I don't know how the hell the boys are gonna do this. How the hell they're gonna defeat Amara? How the hell they're gonna defeat the darkness? There's so much other questions I got as far as supernatural goes. What is gonna happen with, where the fuck is God in this? What's gonna happen with their brother Adam? There's so much fucking questions that they haven't even talked about yet. And it's hard to focus on this one season when you gotta focus on everything else that's gone on so far since the first season of Supernatural. You gotta think about all the shit that the brothers went through. All the bullshit. All the stuff. And what I like to know is, what the hell? What are we in for when they return next month? When Supernatural returns back on TV next month? That's what I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that the darkness will be able to be defeated? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments and all that stuff. And I'm gonna move on from talking about that. Before I do that, I'm gonna give you guys my review on that, my Supernatural. I thought it was pretty badass. I've liked this. I've liked this season so far, and I decided to give it a 10 out of 10. But I got so many questions. I have so many questions that need to be answered about Supernatural. Where the fuck is Adam? Where's God in this whole situation? When is God gonna finally reveal himself to Sam and Dean? When is what is gonna happen with Cass? What's gonna happen with Castiel? That now that he's possessed by the devil, that he's possessed by Lucifer. There's so much stuff. What's Crowley gonna do? He wants payback. For what he, and there's so much shit. There's so much shit coming up on the horizon for Supernatural. I don't even know what's gonna happen. But y'all guys gotta stay tuned with that and all that. And all that. But anyway, moving on to something else. Let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about wrestling news. I know I haven't talked about wrestling in a while on my channel because I didn't really give two shits and a fuck about it. But this is something I need to share with y'all, and it's about a little something called WrestleMania 32. Now, as you guys know, The Undertaker will face Shane McMahon in Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 32. They're going to face each other at WrestleMania 32 in Hell in a Cell, with the company on the line. Now the question is, is Shane gonna bring in? There's been so many rumors surrounding this match. There's been so many fucking rumors that Shane McMahon might bring Goldberg, or he might bring an assassin, The Undertaker. And there's also rumors that a new Attitude Era could be started. WWE has said that they're planning to go edgy. I don't think they're gonna go full edgy. I really wish they did. You know, instead of having PG like this, you know, instead of the PG bullshit like that, you know, I think, you know, WWE needs to go back to being TV 14. That's what I think. I think WWE needs to go back to being TV 14 because at least they told stories. You know, I don't know. Only time will tell what happens with what happens with this match at WrestleMania next month. I mean, and I think according to a friend of mine, I think he said April 3rd is when WrestleMania 32 is gonna happen. But you know, I wanna see what they do with WrestleMania. This as far as everything else. What happens when The Undertaker battles Shane McMahon? If Shane wins, and I said this in another video. I said this in my reaction about when Shane returned on Monday Night Raw. I said, you know, instead of Shane coming back and ruling and, you know, and getting Raw, I mean, getting full control of Monday Night Raw, he should get full control of WWE. You know, get rid of the PG bullshit, get rid of all the PG crap, go back to TV 14 and start over. You know, that's what people need to do. That's what he needs to do. That's a good ass plan. But I don't know. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? Do you think a new Attitude Era could be started? Do you think you know, could Shane McMahon bring back what was once good wrestling and finally get rid of the PG bullshit? I don't know. I have no idea. But hopefully there's question. Hopefully those questions are answered at WrestleMania 32, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section, all that stuff. And one more thing, and I'm gonna get out of here. Hollywood remaking films into fucking TV shows. Remaking old movies, you know, like recently I heard that they're remaking that Cruel Intentions is going to end up being a fucking show, a TV show on TV. A long while ago, I did this thing called Jack Off TV, and on one of the episodes, the first episode actually I did, and I'm hoping that I could put that on there for you guys. Give you guys a little flashback of what I did with that. I don't know why WWE has to be so stupid about things. Why WWE has to be so stupid and dumb about everything. I mean not WWE, Hollywood. Sorry. I'm still fixated on the Shane McMahon Undertaker thing. But I'm talking about something else. But Hollywood as a whole, the film Dread. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about remakes. The remakes that they have been putting together have been the shittiest fucking remakes I've ever seen in my entire life. You know, Texas, like 2 times, I think. Then they did a Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, I thought that fucking shit sucked. And then, you know, the Friday the 13th one, which was, I didn't really like it. And now I heard, and then, you know, they're gonna make another fucking Friday the 13th, which is so stupid. Even musicals get fucked in the ass. You know, Rocky Horror. They did a fucking remake of that. So stupid. They did it recently. They did a remake of Grease. So fucking stupid. I think Hollywood has run out of ideas. They need to come up with better ideas for their films. They need to come up with better ideas for TV shows. You know, they need to come up with better ideas to do. You know, instead of rehashing old shit from the past. Let the past go. Let the fucking past go. Seriously. Instead of going through all this other bullshit. You gotta let the past go. Really. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about all this crap? I don't know. I think it's so stupid and dumb that they're gonna do this, that they're gonna seriously, that all this is gonna happen. I think it's fucking dumb and stupid and gay. But I don't know. But yeah. I guess that wraps up this episode of Bring Out Your Dead. Probably in the next one I'll come up with some other stuff, but probably in another episode I'll come up with more stuff for you guys. You know, but I'm gonna do I'll figure out something for you guys. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about the topics. What you thought about the 6 topics that I talked about during this episode. Follow me on YouTube, Google Plus, and Facebook and Twitter, and all that, and comment, subscribe, all that shit onto my channel, MICHONNE 512. Also comment on also like, comment, subscribe also to the Reaper Network as well. Want to talk to you guys about that, give a good plug-in for the Reaper Network, and all that. So let me know what you guys think about this episode of Bring Out Your Dead and all that. And yeah, I know it was long. I know it was a long episode. I apologize, guys. It's been a long day. Well, it's been a long morning, actually. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys thought. I'm MICHONNE 512, and I will see you all in the afterlife. Peace.